Okay.
Hi
So,
everyone.
good afternoon.
Yeah, hi, Mr. Eric.
It's our honor to have Mr. Eric here to join our interview session today. We are
Yep.
undergraduate students from Bachelor of Finance. The purpose for this interview is to get more information on the CSR activities that are conducted by Deloitte Company. So we shall start the session now. So the first question, Mr. Eric, can I know, can you briefly explain the background of the Deloitte Company?
Yeah, sure. Um, okay. So then first of all, probably just a quick introduction about myself. My name is Eric. I'm the audit insurance partner. Uh, and based in Deloitte KL, Kuala Lumpur. So Deloitte Malaysia, currently we have few different audit services. I mean different services. We have audit insurance, we have consulting business, we have tax and legal, we have risk advisory business. So we have few branches in Malaysia, based in Ipoh, Penang, Sabah and Sarawak. Okay, and Deloitte Malaysia is also part of Southeast Asia. Is a member is a participating firm of Southeast Asia, and Southeast Asia also part of Asia Pacific. Yeah. So this is a quick background of Deloitte. But if you want to find more about information about Deloitte, I think you can easily visit the Deloitte website to get more information. Which I before the meeting I will share some information with Hong Xian, so he probably will have some good information about Deloitte.
Yeah.
So thank you, Mr. Eric. So the second question is, does Deloitte Company engage in CSR activities? And if yes, how does the CSR is carried out by the company?
Yeah, I think uh, for us definitely we do engage in CSR activities. You know, in the past engage in various CSR activity. We have Impact Day. Impact Day basically we do is we actually visit. We select a certain locations to uh, to do a cleaning services. We went to the beaches or went to the school to repaint the school. We do have all these services in, uh, in the past, but of course, and and of course over the years we do transform, and we try to convert the CSR activity more meaningful in another way. So we want to have more impact to to more people, right? So we have a vision to impact five five 5 million. We have a target to make an impact of 5 million for Southeast Asia, and for Malaysia is targeting 245,000, right? So definitely it started from global because Deloitte is part of the global network, and global have a wider have a bigger impact than want to target, but that number has been scaled down to Southeast Asia, which we are targeting at 5 million, right? And that number allocate further to Malaysia, which I mentioned is 245,000. So what for with this target, we definitely uh, re-strategize some of the approach on the CSR activities that we do. So one of the things that worth to mention is the Deloitte Kids Edu program that we are we we are targeting to make an impact to the underprivileged children. Okay, so what basically we do is we actually conduct a uh, free learning uh, using the performing virtually, right? So we actually conduct bi-weekly learning sessions. Basically, is to conduct English teaching to these B40 children. Yeah.
Okay, so So we shall proceed to the next question. So in your opinion, which type of CSR is now conducting by the company? For example, the environmental responsibility, the ethical responsibility, the philanthropic responsibility, and the economic responsibility.
Okay, I think okay, we don't really for Malaysia, we don't really actually classify into this category, whether is it environmental, ethical, but I think maybe I will call out the shared value that we have in our firm, right? Because our shared value are set as a core principle that guide our collective behavior. So that this core value actually set the expectations we have for one another, and they and define how we as stewards of Deloitte should behave. So so that this generally provide common ground to unite us across cultures and geographies. And importantly, they help us to earn the trust and respect of our key stakeholders. So what are those share values? So first, lead the way. So we, Deloitte, is not only leading the professions, but only reinventing it for the future. So we also committed to creating opportunity and leading the way to more sustainable world. And also we serve with integrity by acting ethically and with integrity. Okay, Deloitte has earned the trust of our clients, regulators, and the public. Upholding the trust is our single most important responsibility. And next, our shared value is take care of each other. Okay? We look out for one another and prioritize respect, fairness, development, and well-being. Foster inclusion. We are at our best when we foster an inclusion culture and embrace diversity in all forms. So we know this attracts top talent, enables innovations, and helps deliver well-rounded client solutions. And last but not least, collaborate for measurable impact. We approach our work with a collaborative mindset, teaming across businesses, geographies, and skill set to deliver tangible, measurable, achievable impact. So these are the share value I would like to share with you in today's discussions. But to your questions that you want me to answer in terms of those area, right? Probably you can again, Hong Xian, you may want to take a look on the Southeast Asia Impact Report that I share with you, because what I share with you probably will very much focusing on what we have done in Malaysia perspective. But of course, Malaysia is just one of the geography. One of the country is part of Southeast Asia, because Southeast Asia we talk about, we have Malaysia, we have Vietnam, we have Philippines, we have Indonesia, we have Thailand, we have Singapore, quite a number of countries in this actually gather together become Southeast Asian network, and each country will have different approach in terms of the CSR activities. So what I'm sharing with you is very much focusing on Malaysia perspective, but more information you probably can get from the Southeast Asia Impact Report that I already shared with Hong Xian.
Yes. Okay. No problem.
So thank you, Mr. Eric, for answering my question. There's a lot of info there. And now I will pass on to the next member. Thank you, Mr. Eric.
Hi, Mr. Eric. I'm Li Yun. For my first question is, does the CSR program engage and inspire employee and customer?
Yeah, I think for this, I would say CSR definitely will engage and inspire our employee and our clients as well, because this will demonstrate our commitment making a positive impact to the society and the environment through the CSR initiative, right? So it create a sense of purpose and pride among the employees as well as our clients. So for maybe for employees, a well-designed CSR program can foster a sense of belonging and a deeper connections to our shared value that I mentioned just now, right? Beyond their day-to-day job responsibility. It also can boost the morale and the engagement by providing opportunity for our employees to volunteer and contribute to social and environmental causes, and as well as to develop new skills and experiences. So, to be specific, linked to the CSR activity that I mentioned, or the Deloitte Kids Edu program we had, right? So this is a very good example that they actually allow our employee to participate as a volunteer in the program, to for them to actually contribute their time to teach, free lessons to the underprivileged children, you know, and and through the lessons, I believe our employee also will have the opportunity to develop their skill by doing presentations, communications, also engaging. How do you engaging the audience while you are presenting, right? So these are the skills and experience that they actually, you know, will be able to actually develop by participating in the CSR program. And for in terms of clients perspective, uh, the CSR program can demonstrate the commitment to ethical and responsible business practices. So this can increase, I would say this possible can increase our client loyalty, and also attract new clients who are actually sharing the similar, values. Okay, so they may also feel good supporting the firm in making a positive impact on society and environment. So again, using the Deloitte Kids Edu program, I would like to mention, maybe I will share some history of this program. Before actually COVID-19 happened, uh, we used to conduct the classes physical. So we have to get our volunteers to travel from office to the B40 area to conduct the classes at night. Okay, so it's a bit of challenging, challenging in terms of, our employees may have to travel during the busy hours, because during usually around 6 o'clock is the peak hours for travel, right? So
Yeah,
they will have
yeah.
problem probably stuck in the jam and all that. So it's challenging. And the locations they located actually is, we also worry about the safety of our employee. They actually going to the places. So what has evolved because of COVID as well is, you know, COVID actually made us think how we actually can carry out the classes differently. So it's a very good example what we are doing now, because we are using Zoom for this interview purpose, correct? So we decided to shift our classes 100% to Zoom. Okay, but again, it's easy for us in terms of for firm. We technology is not a problem to us. Internet is not a problem to us. We can easily to have all this access. But the challenge is what happened to the B40 children? Do I do they have iPad? Do they have computer? Do they have internet access? To join the classes. So that is another roadblock that we need to overcome. But of course, that must not stop us from continue with the CSR activity. What we do is we actually partner with YTL Foundation. So I believe you are familiar with YTL, right?
Yeah.
So it's a very famous, well-known corporation. So we actually collaborate with them. They actually provide free internet access, and we Deloitte, we also contribute. We also donated about 60,000 or even more, and by purchase the tablet free tablets and given to each household for the children to join the classes at night. Yeah, so it's very success. So even until now, because COVID has been a couple of years for up to 3 years, even now we are still working very well with ITL. And what additional things that we do is, because we Deloitte as a professional firm, we have our vendor is HP, right? So we have a lot of computers. Basically all our employees have one computer, but of course they have a lifespan. And what we do is we actually negotiate with HP to purchase at a lower price for the laptop that actually going to be obsolete. Okay, so we purchase over those computer this old, but it's still functional. What we do is, again, we collaborate with Sunway University, the IT student. They will help us to refurbish the IT, the laptop, reinstall everything, and make sure is functional. And then we donate the laptop to the students again. So now this program initially started with Bank Valley, and now we will expand it to Sabah Sarawak. We have expanded to Johor, and even Penang. So the technology actually help us to reach out to make more impact in terms of not just to certain locations, but we can actually easily reach out to every single locations in Malaysia. Yeah.
All right. For my next questions is from company opinion, why CSR activities is important for your industry?
I think I think I can't answer to that, because why is it important? Because it is, like I mentioned, it actually making an impact to the society, and also to to demonstrate our commitment to ethical and responsible business practice to our clients as well, right? Yeah, and also important for our employee to make them feel a sense of belonging. Yeah, also in a way they actually provide opportunity for our employee as well. Yeah.
Okay. So that's all is my part and what I want to know. Thank you, Mr. Eric.
All right, thank you.
Hi, Mr. Eric. My name is Zhishen. So for my question is, after the company complete the CSR activity, are the CSR team going to review the outcome?
Review outcome. I think probably to answer this, probably I will say the outcome is, what are the impact that we make to them, right? So one of the way that we should measure for the impact that we make to the students, or the underprivileged children, is we actually will kind of evaluate the result they have, because the courses that we run for the classes actually not following the school syllabus. It's more on like freestyle. We want to actually teach them in terms of more like conversation style of kind of language. But of course, when come to the school evaluations, we do evaluate, whether their result actually improving in school, in certain, probably particular, maybe for English, whether they actually improve in terms of the result. So this is one of the ways that we measure in terms of the impact that we make. But of course, the other measurement is on the target that we set for Malaysia. Like I think just now I mentioned about 240,000 that we want to make impact, right? So we continue to expand. We continue to continue to make the count of the student that we actually reach out and actually make an impact to them. So that is how we actually measure.
Okay. So for my next question is like, does the CSR activity have bring any benefit to Deloitte?
Yeah, I, I think before I talk about benefits, probably I want to share, we I would say personally, if I want to participate in CSR activity, is even before we actually talk about any benefits, I want to be, we want actually in the heart of having CSR is with the intentions to help uh to help the people. It's not with the intentions to do CSR to get benefits or get in return, right? I think that if you're going with that objective, probably is not a right. Uh, for my personal view, I will not doing that, right? Because if I want to help people, probably I want to help with full heart, is full volunteer without expecting getting any return. But of course, you know, if we evaluate, you know, based on the CSR activity, I would say yes, we do have the benefits. We have the benefits to collaborate with other corporations, like just now I mentioned. We have built through this program, we build up good relationship with YTL corporations. They could be a very good client for us, right? So that is a one very classic example. But of course, we not only with YTL through this program, we have actually collaborated with many various parties, and and we do receive a lot of good feedback from our clients that saying that this program is great. We do help the students. Not only we helping the students, and not only we limit the volunteer to be only Deloitte employees, we actually do we also collaborate with Stanford University students. So not only Deloitte, but outside Deloitte, Stanford University students, they are also able to participate in the program. So actually, many stakeholders get to benefits, benefit from this program as well.
Okay, so thank you, Mr. Eric, for your answer. So can you share with us, like how many staff are enrolled in the CSR program or the CSR team?
We Good questions. We have around, I can't remember. I think more than 100 staff actually we participated in the program over the last few years. Yeah, but in terms of the impact that we make, probably we have reached out to, so far I can remember, we probably reached out to more than 1,000 to 2,000 students.
Mm.
Okay, so that's all for my question. Thank you.
Yeah.
Good morning, Mr. Eric. My name is William.
Good morning. Good afternoon.
Oh, good afternoon, sorry.
Okay.
So I have a few questions to ask, but seems like you already answered most of it from the previous question. But never mind, I just try to see is there any additional things that you want to add in. So so for my first question is that based on your personal views, do you think that the CSR activities conducted by Deloitte is aligned with its business goal or the business values?
Yeah. So you are right. You probably just now I already mentioned, I already explained the shared value that I have, right? So, to recall, the shared value is, we take care of each other, right? We share, in terms of prioritize respect, we take care of each other, and also we serve with integrity. And we are one of the biggest, of accounting firms, in terms of worldwide, globally, Deloitte is number one, right? So of course, to be number one, we want to continue to be leading the way, right? Doing the right thing, leading the professions. So yeah, so the CSR activity is definitely is aligned with the share value that I just mentioned.
All right, understand about that. So my next question is that, so is there any expectations from the Deloitte customers like what are the customer are expecting the Deloitte company to do on their CSR activities? Because just now I has heard that you say that actually many stakeholders are benefits from these CSR activities, and also seems like Deloitte has received a lot of good feedback from doing this CSR activity, right?
Yeah, correct. Yeah.
So are
But
there like I mean, sorry.
sorry, go ahead, go ahead.
Oh, so like, is there any like other customer are mentioning some other like expectation on maybe like the future CSR activities, or like how are they going to benefit them?
Yeah. Okay, maybe I share a bit in terms of the profile of the clients that we have. I'm not sure how well you know actually for audit and assurance practice in in general, right?
All right.
So basically, my role as audit partner, I'm definitely doing in auditing. I'm the audit partner actually signing off audit report, including the public listed company. So if you actually read through the annual reports that actually published in the Bursa Malaysia, so the annual report, the financial statement is now we issue the independent auditors report, together with the financial statements. So if you read through the annual report, a lot of actually public company, they are committed to do all these CSR activities, right? So is I think is not to say that I'm expecting you to do or you are expecting me to do, but I think this is the right thing to do, right? And we forget about the size of the corporations. I believe a lot of smaller corporations, even SME, they also will have participated participated in the CSR activity, but maybe because of the size, the level of activity they do probably in the smaller scale, right? But of course, in the bigger corporations, we have resources, we have financing, financial in terms of financial, we have able to do a larger scale, right? So these are the things that we continue to do. Yeah.
All right, understand. So my last question will be, but I think just now you have answered this question. Because my last question, I would like to know that, so since the company has been doing CSR activities, right? So is there any difference between like from the previous CSR activities and the current CSR activities like after the COVID? But I think that just now you have answered my question, like previous before the COVID-19, maybe when the Deloitte company would try to do CSR, they will need to physically visit those B40 group. Then after the COVID-19, then Deloitte company has switched it to make it online, which make it like more convenient for both of the party lah. So I think, yeah, that's all from me.
Thank you.
All right, thank you, Mr. Eric.
Well, it's a long conversation starting from just now, and actually we are kind of running out of time. So before I start my session, Mr. Eric, is that okay for you that we start a new meeting for us to continue the rest of the interview?
Sorry, what do you mean new meeting?
Like I will end this meeting first, because for normal user, a free user, it's only 40 minutes time that we can use for Zoom.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so
Okay. Can, no problem.
yeah, sure. I will start the new
So you
meeting
send me the new link.
and send you the link.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
All right.